And it makes, like I said, it makes me want to play this golf course. And I hope it does the same for you, your guests, people around town that maybe were a member here in the past, and hopefully we can get them to come back when they really see what we have here is something special. And as the word spreads, I think it's going to be a very positive response out there.
Kris, how many bunkers did you end up adding? How many?
Well, I've only in this process, I think it was only one.
Only one new?
Maybe non-Ross, so to speak. Maybe
so some are restoring
one or two.
Oh
yeah, most of the bunkering out there is Ross's bunkering. Now I nudge them in here and there, or do some of those sort of things. But you know, the par threes here are just incredible. The bunkering around the par threes, and that's Ross's bunkering.
So on 6, they were all there before?
Every bunker on 6 was there in the old aerial and the ground contours.
That is amazing. I did not know that.
Will any of the changes result in a change in the slope or grading for the course?
I don't get much into the slope, and you know, your guess is as good as mine whether it's going to play 2 shots harder or 2 shots easier. Generally speaking, people tell me it plays 2 to 3 shots harder.
And we're going to get it re-rated in November.
But it really depends on, every day is different. You can make this golf course with some, if you really got serious with the hole locations and went to all the real special places, I mean, you could give somebody fits. And one of the things Nathan and I, we chuckled about quite a bit. I was talking out front about this. Is you are going to have a real tough time reading these greens. We sat out here, with lasers and you check that again. It can't go that way. We're sitting there looking at the green, of course, and it was that way before. And we said, well, this green needs, no, we're going to leave it just like that. So, 18, 14, some of those greens that looks like it leans from back to front, but it goes the other way, but they still do.
I've got room for a second, but can you comment on the scope of work that remains to be done and what we might be doing next spring?
I was going to tell them, but you go.
We've got left in the next 10, 12 days, we've got the drainage pipe, gravel, sand in the bunkers on 15, 1 bunker on 18, and 2 bunkers on 2. That completes the contracted scope of work. In the course of doing the work, we were able to come under budget on some items or not need to do a few things, which is going to free us up to go into some of the fairway bunkers and go ahead and do restoration work there. And that's really been a goal of mine to finish the bunkering as best we can. So the bunkers that exist out there at this stage, the bunkers that exist with sand in them that are to be restored are going to get restored before the golf course opens. And then we're also going to do a little bit of tee work on 6, 7, and 8 and expansion tees. Like 6, for instance, the tees there are very small. We really don't have a ladies and seniors tee there. So we're gonna expand and put a very large, 4,500 square foot tee in there, and with sand base and laser level it and get all that sodded, and that'll all come over the course of the winter and in the spring.
Are you going to do anything about the poorly positioned bunkers on 8 and 9?
We're not sure about, 8, the bunker on 8 comes out that is existing on the right side. The 2 bunkers on 9 will get restored, and we've got if you look at the master plan, there's a cluster of bunkers that used to exist between 8 and 9. And it's really one of my big goal of mine that we get to do that, because it's going to make a huge difference in that area of the golf course. But that's still up for consideration, I think, at this point. So
the bunkers short on 8 are going to be redone then. The ones you're talking about, they're about 30 yards short.
No, but I was talking about the one that's out 300 yards off the tee.
Yeah, the little, the shallow bunkers that are in, like they're on 11 and 14, those are gonna be done. They'll look like, all the other bunkers. Okay. Thank you for having me.
Scott, thanks for answering that question. Yeah, what happened is about halfway through the project, we were able to get a good handle on the finances, and thanks to